Welcome, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth signs. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you from the deck, the Knight of Cups is your overall energy for this elemental reading. This is focusing on your element of Earth, and yet the Knight of Cups is reminding us that the planet Venus, the planet that rules your values, the things that you love, beauty, harmony, balance in your life, your resources, is moving back from Aries into Pisces today as part of its retrograde path. So this is reminding me that you are reevaluating what is important to you in your life now. You're simplifying, you're making clear your goals and the steps that you need to take to approach those goals, coming this time around from an open heart, a way in which you are standing for your softer values. For many of you, the idea of being innocent or naive is something that you defend, something you've been ridiculed for in the past. Your gentleness, your kindness, your openness to others is something you feel you've been punished for or has betrayed you. You're coming from a place now where you understand how important it is to promote these values in your life, to continue to stand up for these values, even though you could be cynical. You certainly know enough, you've experienced enough to be negative, but you're not. In fact, you retain the same gentle heart that you perhaps have carried with you from childhood. And there is no doubt that many of you are deeply aligned with elemental creatures, fairies, nymphs, sylphs, elves, other kinds of creatures from other cultural languages that are assisting you, that have been there for you since you were very young. And this is a message that I've gotten over the last few days. The connection to those elementals are what maintains this innocence, this freshness, this openness that you value now more than ever. This is a general reading. So if you're interested in the personal reading, information in the description box will give you what you need to know about that. I appreciate you and the time that you're spending with me. In your home of social identity, the way others see you, the Hanged One, you may be experiencing a retreat, a little bit of a time to step back, to isolate yourself from a lot of the activity around you to the extent that you can, in order to restore yourself, to process the changes that have been the result of your own understanding of yourself better. So these are inner changes that you're looking to verify in the external world, or is correcting your expectations of the way things are. This is a lot to take in. You are understanding that in order to move forward on the path that you're selecting, you have to gain a different perspective. You have to look at your own experiences, your own knowledge and wisdom, as well as that of others differently, in order to understand that you are part of a larger plan. And this is where you derive your meaning from at this time. This also elevates you to a level of not immortality, but partaking in something that is eternal, relatively eternal. Even the planet Earth has a birth and a death, but relative to our lives, that is what you're committed to, what you're understanding, what you're a part of, is larger than you and helps sustain you through time and space. This is important because the wisdom of other lives, even the lives of others, is helping you to gain this broader perspective. In the first house, the Ace of Swords is absolutely verifying that you are motivated now by your truth. Your truth is what is bringing you a greater understanding of how justice is lived in your life. This is the awareness that you are not a victim. You are powerful, and whatever power and resources at your command, you can wield in not only letting in the light, but also understanding how this illumination is leading you forward and allowing you to sever those things that are not supportive of your move forward. So this is important energy because you are understanding better how to protect yourself, not by being hard or cynical or sarcastic, but as a result of the diversity of experiences you've had have helped to create this sense of protection around you. You've learned that truth and justice is about the inclusion of experiences in your life, yours and the experiences of others, that create this beautiful mantle that lets in divinity in various ways to create this massive protection for you moving forward. In the fourth house of your home, your roots, your foundation, the Temperance card is going to the skill that you've learned to apply to yourself. And that skill is largely patience. This is the grace, the poise with which you have handled one catastrophe, one disaster, one tornado, one storm, one heartbreak after another. This truly shows that for many earth signs, there has been no stopping of the turmoil, the external battering against your small edifice. That you have survived. You've kept the holes plugged, the door from flooding. You have kept it up, and you do it gracefully. You recognize that your challenges are not unlike the challenges others face, but your ability to withstand them and to be victorious is important for you to be in a sense of grace. This goes back to Pluto's transit right now, back into Pisces. This is about connecting, understanding that everything and everyone in your life is connected, and that all these things are coming together to move you closer to a strategic approach to your goals and desires. Because your goals and desires are not explicitly for you alone. You understand that anything that's good for you is good for others, and your willingness and ability to care for, provide for, and support others is key to this understanding of your gift. In the seventh house, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is really about an evaluation of your relationships. I believe that you are a loyal individual, whether you're a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. You're loyal, you're a caretaker, you want to help others, you want to provide for others. This is something that you are not challenging, but you're looking at the way in which you've invested in your ability to be this nurturer, this caretaker. You're looking at how you've invested, perhaps unstrategically, in the ability to care for others, the responsibilities you carry as a result of that, and the wisdom of that. So how are you investing in yourself so that your needs are always met? Are you open to receiving support from others? Does it always have to be you giving the support? Does that provide you safety from intimacy? There are questions that you are asking yourself as you look at the way that you are understanding your gift and its place in the world, its successful implementation, its productive expression. If this reading is resonating for you, please like this video. Please share this with others. And certainly, please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support that I receive from you. And I've pulled the Freedom card. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I do believe this is at the crux of your understanding of your gift, an understanding of the incredible trials and challenges you faced, is this ability to create your own happiness, to understand what that is, and to have the space to enjoy your gifts, to express them with love from a place of empowerment, from safety, and to openness, to continuing to learn and grow. This is so beautiful. As an earth sign myself, your first house, the Ace of Swords, is clarified by the Page of the Servant of Pentacles, or this is the Page of Pentacles. This is about your understanding that you are willing and able to do whatever it takes to move your truth further, to implement the justice, to demand, to claim the things that you know you're deserving and worthy of. This has been a long process. You've had to understand and undo a lot of habits of deferring to others, conforming to their needs, giving your power away with the expectation that it would be reciprocated. You are in a place where you understand those habits and routines were not serving you, were undermining your power, and you're now in a position to open up to the reality that you are teaching yourself new habits, more productive habits, more self-honoring, self-respecting habits. In the fourth house, the Temperance card is clarified by the Six of Cups, and this speaks to deep soul bonding in your family of origin or in your home, your current home. This can be a family member. This can be a loved one of any sort. This can be a passion that you're returning to, that you are claiming as your authentic expression. What is key here is the passion, certainly, whatever shape that takes for you, your skill, your talent, but it is the joy that you experience it in aligning, in practicing it, in sharing it, in experiencing, creating, building, making something in your voice, in your story. So this is about identifying the joy in your experience, in your story, and telling yourself the story that vindicates the challenges that you have overcome in order to be this authentic self. In the seventh house, the Seven of Pentacles was clarified by the Six of Jades. So here we're stepping back a little bit from evaluating our creations, our efforts, and we're looking at the relationships that build them. We're looking at the way we inhabit our relationships, the responsibility we're willing to take for the things we want. And this card always signals to me that we may not have been comfortable talking about what we wanted in the past, or we may not have been assigned a role where we felt that we had the right to want anything. We understood that our role was to support others to get what they want. And this has been a lot of wounding around this, a lot of undoing the social skills that kept you small, that kept you from saying what you wanted, that kept you from pursuing what you wanted, even if you knew what that was. There's guilt attached to that. There's a sense of survivor's response. The idea that why should you be special? Why should you get something even if you work for it? You're undoing a lot of that and understanding that any relationship that is going to lead to anything has to start with your ability to ask for what you want. That is the beginning of a negotiation where you then can determine what can be compromised and what you stand strong in. In the 10th house, the Hanged One is clarified by the Temperance card. So here we have the Temperance card twice in oppositional directions. In opposite houses. So from your the nadir of your chart, which is the lowest point, it's where we build up again to the pinnacle of your social experience. You are learning grace, the grace that has helped you to survive the challenges, the momentous challenges you have survived, is also helping you to survive the social catastrophes in the world, the chaos, the unevenness, the unfairness, the changes that are unpredictable and unstable, destabilizing. You are understanding that by living in your core heart, your core desire, your authentic self, these changes are simply temporary. It's like the weather. You're not deterred. You're not knocked off your foundation or your guard, so to speak. You stand eternally for what you stand for, no matter what the times, no matter what the current or the temperature is. You are steadfast. You understand what works for you, works for others, that there is a way that things develop and grow, and you're committed to that, to the cleansing, the purification, the refinement of our desires. I'm going to finish up this reading with a crystal oracle and hope that this reading has been insightful to you. And I pulled the Azurite, and it says, get laser focused. I think this is about identifying with your truth, your story, your narrative. So I appreciate you. If you've enjoyed this content, check this out. And until next time, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, namaste.